So I have some okra that I have to plant out. I really wanted to plant this like this past weekend, but of course I didn't get a chance to, so now I'm going to get this planted. I just dug out like a little small plot, and this is like facing right in front of my onion and pepper garden bed. So, and I also have to throw in some fertilizer inside of my pepper and tomato bed as well. But I'm going to get these planted in, and I know okra grows up to be very tall, so I'm going to see how many okras that I can plant inside of this small plot right here. And I'm not for sure what variety of okra this is. This is just the same okra that I planted last year. But if I ever find that seed packet, then I'll be able to know what variety of okra this is. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. And also I have put in my compost manure in here, and also some plant food pellets. So that's what I have in here so far. So just the usual, I'm just gonna kind of just dig my hole and making sure I'm not like too close to the edge or anything, but dig my hole. Okay, so I hope that's a little deep enough. And I'm gonna take one of these out and put it right in the hole. Alright, so this is how the okra looks, and that's the little root. So I'm just gonna get that and just place it right here. I'm gonna stand it up after I put a little bit of dirt. I don't have my tripod, so after I have a little bit of dirt for it to like kind of stand up a little bit, then I can just kind of fill in around it like that. And that's it. So it's in there. Okay, so I'm going to get the rest of these planted. Now these okra grows up to be 6 feet tall or taller than that. So I had no idea last year when I planted these inside of my front garden bed that these were going to be huge. And I like to eat like my okra in certain dishes. I like to boil them in with my like a pot of peas or beans, such as like black eyed peas or lima beans. Or sometimes I like to add a few to my collard greens or something. But my family doesn't like boiled okra like that. I would eat boiled okra. We mostly love to eat it as a fried food. So mostly that's what most of this okra will be, is for whenever we are in the mood for some fried okra, or if when I cook my beans or peas or greens, I set a separate pot, like a small separate pot of okra, and I boil me some okra in a pot to add to my serving of greens on my plate. So the okra will be used and eaten for that purpose. And I still have maybe 2 Ziploc bags of okra from my last season harvest. Got the okra planted in. I was able to get 8 okra plants planted in. As the progress of the onions that I planted back in February, and I came out here to kind of pull like some of the dirt away from the bulb area. And you may want to do this so that it gives your onions a little bit of opportunity to continue to grow. So these few has produced some nice sized bulbs, even that one. The rest of them haven't come along yet, but I'm gonna continue to try to monitor them. I am inside of my pepper garden bed, and I'm just sprinkling some plant food all over. And I'm going to take my hand cultivator and I'm going to loosen up the soil around each plant so that I can mix in the fertilizer, and also it'll be easy for the plant food to be watered into the garden bed, so that it can hopefully it can get down to the roots of each plant. I just want to show you guys my pepper pot here. These are the overwinter peppers right here that you see. I'm kind of worried about this one. I just haven't seen anything sprout out on it yet. I've seen, I see something sprouting out down there, so I just need some kind of sign to say that these are still alive. They still look green, so I don't want to bother them. So I got worried about my pepper plants because a lot of them were starting to kind of look a little yellowish in color. So I didn't know if maybe they were lacking like any nutrients or need to be fertilized. But originally when I planted these, I did add in like compost and manure soil in here and mixed it in with my native soil. And so that was it basically. So I just went in with some tomato and vegetable plant food right here. I was out here to just kind of till up the soil because it looked like it had gotten a little bit compacted. I guess when it rains or something like that, it kind of compacts the soil. And these are either, let's see. Okay, so these are beefsteak tomatoes here. I'm not for sure if it's what the other ones are. So they are either beefsteak tomatoes or large cherry tomatoes. So these are the large cherry tomatoes, and I believe this is another beefsteak. I have some hot boiling water in this picture right here. I found an ant bed piled up on one of my tomato plants. So I made an attempt to kind of scoop out the ant bed away from the tomato plant, but I see that they were all embedded in, so put some hot water on them. I looked up a method of what can I do to kill out ants that has embedded itself in my plants. So these are my Rama tomatoes. Dug up spot that you see there is all this dirt here, and it's full of ants, and they are like deep down in the dirt. So I didn't want to use any pesticide or chemicals or anything, so I'm gonna try hot water. I'm afraid that it may get down to the root of my tomato plants, and which is I'm hoping that doesn't happen, but something has to be done because I don't want ant beds to be inside of my garden space. So I'm just gonna kill them right here on the outside first. And there's some in here too. So I have to go back in the house and get some more hot water to pour in here. You can see maybe some of them are moving. Let me get a stick. They are all embedded in here. Alright, so I had to go back inside and get some more hot water, and I'm just gonna pour the rest like in here. I think I'm gonna come back with more hot water, and because I still see more coming out right there, and it's more coming out from over here as well. Alright, so apparently I had to dig up all of my tomato plants because this whole side right here had nothing but ants, a bed of ants. So I have to get more hot water and scald all this out. So the 3 tomato plants, I have to properly replant those in a bucket. I just hope that they will continue to grow. Alright, so I'm going to try to hurry up and get these planted in. And the roots were doing so great. So I hope they are able to get themselves back reestablished. So I am finally finished with all of my gardening maintenance for this particular garden bed. And so I'm just giving you guys just the overlook of everything. Just giving you guys a look at these onions. And I hope that these onions continue to grow nice and big size bulbs. And also the okra. As you can see here, I tried to put like a little fence around the okra. And I'm just showing you guys the rest of the onion plants, just going around the perimeter of the whole garden bed. Hey, and these are the peppers. So I'm just showing you guys everything. The tomato plants. Okay, so right here, I just want to make sure that all the ants are gone, because I did come back a 4th time with hot water to scald those ants to make sure that they're gone. And as I'm raking back the dirt, I don't see any spill out of any ants. So I believe that this method of putting boiling water on ants is effective. And I didn't have to worry about using any pesticides or ant poisoning or anything to poison my dirt. So my dirt is still safe to use, because the only thing that I used was hot boiling water. And I'm just moving that that stick or whatever that was, just to make sure that there wasn't any more embedded ants hiding under there, because when I moved my landscaping log, they really were embedded under there. So in place of where my tomatoes once were, this is now where I have my Armenian cucumbers planted, and I do have plans to get something that they will trellis on as well. Well, you guys, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed another gardening video and hanging out with me as well. Thank you all to new and existing subscribers. Thank you all for your support. I hope you stick around for another video, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. God bless.